Welcome, dear students of Shet Vidya Mandir English High School and Junior College. Welcome back to our online teaching and learning. Students, the status of women in India has been subject to many changes over the span of recorded Indian history. Just like in this image, as you can see, women have explored in almost all the fields in the past few years and have excelled too. This shows that there is a huge change in the scenario from women's point of view. Now, women's no more like to do only household work but also like to explore the world. And the best part of all this is, like in this image, you can see there has been a vast difference in the behavior of men and women. Even men are seen helping at home and doing almost all the activities for which for years only women used to do. So there has been a helping hand. Like in this picture, even you can see how men are also helping in those activities which women do, like cooking, cleaning, washing, gardening, and etc. So there has always been a helping hand. So in short, students, like in this image, you can clearly see that men and women have started working equally and supporting each other in every walk of life. Our today's topic is very closely reflects to all this, which we will see in our today's lesson. Nature created man and women as equals. Standard 8, lesson 2.2. It's a wonderful lesson, students, where we get a good knowledge about what is the current scenario and the difference between a man and a woman. So let's get started, students. So here is the story which we shall see. The house and its surroundings are a sight of peace in the early morning of April. On the picture it shows about it's the early month of April and it's all lovely scenario. It's summer season and the beautiful sunlight falling, the sun shining and so on. It nestles is what is close to. By the side a small stream is a flowing water of crystal clear water, shining glittering water. The stream tumbles as falls suddenly down the green mountains only 2 miles or so away. There is a stretch of hundreds of acres of fertile land rolling with yellow mustard flowers. It's a beautiful scenario. You can see where mustard flowers are also growing between the mountain range and the house. A garden is in front of the house. Trees of many kinds bearing flowers of various hues. Hues are a different shade of colors, and fruits grow on all the sides of the house. The courtyard smells of jasmine flowers, which blooms in bunches of white pearls. Whitish color the jasmine flowers we have, and they are blooming like pearls. The fragrance the fragrance is a smell. Mingles is moving around or mixing in the environment. You can smell those flowers beautifully in that environment. With the thin smoke that rises from sweet smelling incense sticks. Incense sticks are your sticks where you give offerings for. The burning incense sticks are glowing at the altar of God in the middle of the courtyard. Altar is a place where a flat-topped block used as the focus for a religious ritual where you keep your God and you keep praying to that God. That's by lighting some incense stick, and that place where you light and offer these flowers and incense stick is called as a altar, which each one you have in your house, isn't it? So moving to the next paragraph, Ashangvi is in her reading room. Ashangvi is a woman. She's in a reading room and is busy writing an article. Article is some particular topic is given to her. She's writing on it. She is a middle-aged mother of 3 children and a journalist. Journalist wants to write articles and works for the media. And women's right activist. The women's right activist was, if for your knowledge, if you have not read or not heard about it, the women's right had first started in the year 1848 by a foreigner. Later in India, it was approved on the 15th of December in 1917 by whom? Any guesses? By Sarojini Naidu. So in the women's right, she was an activist over there also, and I already told you when it was started. Lentoi, her youngest daughter, enters the room. Now Lentoi is the youngest daughter of the 3 child. She is an intelligent girl. Today she looks thoughtful and she takes a seat by her mother's side. She's looking very thoughtful. She's thought something to tell her mother, and she comes next to her mother. At the sight of her child, Ashangvi lovingly asks, "Have you finished your study, my dear?" Ashangvi is the mother who's asking, "Have you finished your studies, my dear?" "Yes, mother, I have finished it last night. I finished it last night. Today being Sunday, it was a Sunday. I want to do something interesting." The daughter herself is trying to say that she wants to do something different, something interesting today since it's a Sunday and it's a holiday. Lantoi says and visits and waits for her mother's response. She said that and she waits for the response. "Tell me what you want to do." Ashangvi asked her, quite amused. Ashangvi was asking, she was amused, a little surprised when the daughter said so. "Mother, tomorrow I'm going to represent the Siroy Lily House." That's the name of the house, like red house, blue house you have. So there they have Siroy Lily House. As a speaker in a symposium at our school, at a symposium or the symposium, a meeting at which experts have discussion on a particular subject. It's a meeting, or you can say a type of debate, not exactly debate, or discussion on a particular topic in which the girl from Siroy Lily House was supposed to participate. The topic is God created men and women as equals. Will you spare us take out some time to have a discussion with me? Lantoi presses on her mother. Lantoi presses means forces or persuades. She's forcing her mother to speak on something and give her some ideas. So she was preparing herself for the symposium. There's a discussion with the experts, or a discussion with experts where they're discussing on the topic and you come to a point. So she was supposed to take part from her house and she wanted to know some more ideas or get some more points to speak. Lantoi has just had a discussion with her father on the topic God created man and women equally. So Tomba, her father, is a husband supportive of the activities of his wife and a loving father. So Tomba is the father's name. He is a husband supportive of the activities of the wife. The wife has been a women activist. She used to help fight for the cause of the women's, and he is also a loving father to the children. He is a lawyer and social worker. By profession, he was a lawyer and a social worker that's working for the rights of others, who advocates the cause of women, and especially he works for the cause of the women, that's fighting for the women. He's always proud of his wife. The best part, he's always proud of his wife and he always supports the two daughters and the son. In times of need, he extends, that gives his helping hand to his wife and children and to the society at large. So he's a helping hand to the family as well as to the society when needed. He does not discriminate. Discriminate is treat one person or group better or worse than others. Doesn't make difference in any ways. He's not unfair between a man's work and a woman's work anywhere. He doesn't differentiate between anyone's work. He feels everyone is same. He shares equally with his wife in doing the household chores like cleaning, washing, cooking, and feeding the children. Had he not shared in these activities in the way he does, his wife would not have been a successful professional. If he wouldn't have supported his wife in her household work, the wife wouldn't have been a successful journalist. Students, it's very true. Sometimes we say behind every successful man there is a woman. But to make a successful woman, there is always a helping hand of a man also. It's always vice versa, student. When you get a little bit of support of your near and dear ones, you automatically reach the steps of success. Remember always. He wholeheartedly believes in equality, irrespective of class, religion, and gender. He never has a differentiation between any class, religion, and gender. Gender, that is a male or a female bifurcation. In his discussion with his daughter, he laments. Laments is what expresses sorrow or grief over the great injustice done on women in the society, telling her, "My dear child, the world is still full of inequalities." He's saying the world is full of inequalities. We have to find a way to bring equality between men and women. Now, the father is the only man who's thinking there's a difference made between men and women, like always, since many years. So, we have to change this mentality. Her father's words are still ringing in the ears of Lantoi. It's striking her mind that there's a difference made between men and women. And she tells her mother of what her father has told her. She goes and tells her mother that her father had to tell me this. Appreciative of her husband for his views. She's very appreciative, she's very thankful for the husband thinking on so good things about the women's. Ashangvi says, "Your father is right. In no society do women enjoy the same opportunities enjoyed by men. She's very clearly stating that women's don't enjoy the same enjoyment what men do in the society. It is because of your father that I feel no difference or inequality at home. It is because of your father's support that I don't feel anything less in the house. Even I have the same rights. But outside our home, I have been that woman who has been subjugated in many ways. Subjugated is a dominated, or you can say a difference made, the action of bringing someone or something under domination or control. I feel I'm controlled in many ways because I am a woman, she says. It is against the will of God. It is against the will of God because God created everyone equally. Only the looks are changed. Otherwise, every feature what a man has, a woman too has it. God has sent men and women to our earth to share the joys and sorrows of life equally, to share his blessings and to enjoy the bounty of nature. Bounty is the unlimited things of nature equally. This is what the topic means. So the topic means simply is that God has brought men and women in this nature or in this world to enjoy all the rights and all the happiness equally. The remaining part of the lesson we shall see in our next video. Thank you.